Welcome to the madness that is me. I'm the one who rants, and also the one who's gonna paint today. As far as schedules go, this this is the best I'm gonna be able to do with what I got. I can't plan for anything because plans always change with me. So anytime the sun's out and the weather's nice, I'm gonna try and go live. And really, I'm just trying to try and paint the shed, so I might as well kill two birds with one stone. But that's all for today. I left my shades in the truck. I'm not trying to walk back and forth 50 million times. I just want to get to painting. It's already kind of a hassle to set this shit up just to go live and paint. So I've already wasted enough time. I had to go to the VA and freaking go get appointments situated because I couldn't play because I couldn't call them on the phone. So I had to waste gas to go deal with that. It's just been a lot. So we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna crank the fucking music up, and we're gonna do another live paint, whatever. So oh, and you're gonna start being stupid. That's cute. So you got loose for no fucking reason. I don't give a shit. Now, if the neighbors start bitching, so be it. I don't give a fuck. They have their fucking windows covered any goddamn way, so I'm not really worried about it. Can you even see? I'm trying to get y'all to see the fucking that part. All right. God damn it. Well, these didn't last as long as I'd hoped them to. I also fucking wasted 2 sets. Great. Because that's what I wanted. Yeah. Hopefully I can get these appointments done before I have to go back to work, but I know that ain't gonna fucking happen. It's not my luck. My luck is I get called into a job, it calls me away, and I'm not gonna be able to go do my appointments. And one of these has been, I've been trying to get the appointment for since fucking November. Since I got done with my job in November, December. And it's March. I would have had it by April, like the 3rd, but I had to reschedule because oh, today's just not the day for me. I would have had it in April, but they were like, oh yeah, you're gonna need somebody to drive you home. I don't have nobody to drive me home. Oh, hey, welcome everybody. Thank you all for joining. Hope you enjoy the show. We're just painting the shed today. And I'm also bitching about how the VA is yanking me around for these fucking appointments. I turned the music down a little bit. It looks like YouTube lets me keep the music after the live feed turns into a VOD, so that's cool. But gotta go to bed? Well, that's fine. Enjoy, get you some rest. Make sure you get well rested for tomorrow's endeavors. Thank you all for joining. Amy, Clatado, da Potato. That's pretty cool. Alfredo, thank you for coming. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, freaking, I need to get injections in the back of my neck because I've got arthritis that causes a lot of dysfunctional pains and numbness. That kind of will affect my work if I get too serious later down the road with my apprenticeship, which I would like to get serious with it if they'd ever fucking call me and give me a job, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. But oh yeah, my life. What are you going to paint? I'll show y'all if y'all can make it towards the end. You'll see that they're kind of like arrows. There was just something that came to me one day when I got the shed and I was kind of figuring out what I wanted to paint. That wasn't too tedious. I had other designs, but man, there was another design that would have been cool, but it would have taken way more paint and way more effort, and it gets hot as hell out here, and I don't really have a really good motor skills for the fine touch. Like, it's easy to draw on paper, but when you're drawing at this angle, trying to get it's a lot harder than drawing like this, for me anyways. Some people, they're the opposite and they have that kind of dexterity. I don't, unfortunately. And plus, you also have to hold your arm up, so you've got all these muscles working, versus when you're like doing it on like the flat surface, you're kind of resting the rest of your arm, and it's just this motion. So they're just kind of arrows. They're alternating, pointing up versus down, kind of like as above, so below type shit. But I wanted to do more with it, but it's easier on said than done, especially on paper. But it's when you're doing it at an angle. Even when I did the ceiling of my porch and I'm doing this, and I'm like, oh, this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. But yeah, I gotta get injections in my neck because the arthritis in the neck's causing problems. And like I said, I would have had an appointment already set, but they said I needed a driver. I'm the driver. I drive everybody else for their appointments. I don't have anyone to drive me for my appointments. My mother's had 3 strokes and a heart attack. She can't drive me no fucking where. She says she thinks she can. She ain't driving my truck no fucking where until I know for sure that she's good. Because that's the only truck we got left. And I don't need something happen to her while she's driving the truck, and now I gotta deal with 2 heartaches, I don't. And Murphy loves to fuck me. Murphy's Law. If it can happen, anything bad that can happen will happen. And Murphy likes to fuck me 2 different ways, sideways and some way. I can't word today. I woke up a little too early than what I should have, but I had to get up and deal with appointment shit. Oh, but yeah, the paint I'm gonna do these. Hopefully I'll be satisfied with just that design. If I want to do something different, I might. But I'm gonna do all this, and then y'all haven't seen it yet, but the trim of the windows is the same color as what the alternating arrow is gonna be. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to hit all the light green with a glow-in-the-dark paint. That way, during the day, the sun hits the side of the shed, and then at night, it'll glow for a little bit, and it'll be kind of cool. So, that's the goal. I'm going to do anything that's the green trim, and it's all going to be hit with the glow-in-the-dark paint. That way, it all pops in the middle of the night. Be kind of neat, you know? Just something zany and fun. Something for people to... Huh? Oh, they ain't talking to me. I know they ain't whistling at me. Get their ass whooped. What is that? Did I just get paint on my face? I think I did. Who the fuck? Hold on, I gotta go be nosy and make sure these people ain't coming up here. Alright. And my door was left open for some reason. My brain is really off of it today. Yeah, that's gotta be them. Maybe. I don't know, it ain't none of my business. Homie drove up into my yard trying to look for a different address, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't it. I think that's them over there. Even if it's not, get the hell out of my yard. You can never tell with people around here, though. You gotta be careful, cause there's some rats, some dirty rats around here. You never know who the fuck they are. And the worst part is, some of them, they work for the fucking city. I know a lot of you aren't into conspiracy theories, but unfortunately, this is one of them small towns where corruption is very obvious. And unfortunately, there's nothing that can be done unless the state or the actual federal gets involved. And unfortunately, when you've got a whole country run by crooks, there's really a whole lot you can do except cover your ass and hopefully you're not on the receiving end of the bullshit. It's really the best you can do. It's inevitable. As long as there are greedy people in the world, there's always going to be something wrong with it. But do what you can, keep your nose clean, make sure you got your P's and Q's in order, and yeah, sometimes even that ain't fucking enough, but that's the only thing you can do. That's the best you can do. Hopefully, when the union gets me a job, I'll have enough money and I can start working on the inside too. I gotta get it wired up. I gotta get the power pole operational over here in the front so that I can get some damn AC for the summer. But I'm starting to think that I'm probably not gonna have AC this summer either, because I don't have enough power to pull from it. I'm running off an extension cord just to run. Get out of my face. Just to run what I'm running right now, and most of the stuff that I'm running right now is very. It's low. It pulls low for power, so I can actually use that. But an AC and a heater pulls a fuck ton of power, and I have to keep Like when it was cold, I had to keep the heater on like a very low setting. Most of the time I'll just go in the camper and run the gas, because I'm off of propane with the camper. I need to get me a heat buddy, that way I can run that off of propane and not worry about power for the next winter, because it got fucking cold. Thankfully I can deal with the cold better than I can deal with the heat. I'm just gonna have to look around, see if I can find me a giant ice pack that I can lay on at night. Probably get 2 of them so I can alternate. I'll just get through this summer the best I can, using cool sheets, ice packs, and whatever else I can do. So we can get paid, and until I can get this place well insulated and proper power to it. There's really not a whole lot I can do, except paint the son of a bitch and wait for a phone call. I plan on insulating it with rock wool. I'm not going to use the pink shit. I don't want no fiberglass. Plus, the rock wool is better for mildew protection, and doesn't have all that fiberglass shit, so it's also good for sound. So it's a lot better than the pink shit anyways. Yeah, it's pricier, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Alright. Time to shit. Ever so slightly. Maybe. I don't know. Oh my god. I've abused the hell out of this ice chest. I've had it for years. I was just getting... They ain't gonna be all level and even, and that's fine. This is my own personal project, so it's not like it needs to look or be a certain way. I just want the colors and the design, and that's about it. You know, I used to strive for perfection, but it almost drove me insane, so I gotta stop doing it. Like, batshit, straitjacket, medication insane. And that's because I had really toxic guardians who insisted that I act and be a certain way that was outside of my nature. I was actually an introvert, and they forced me to be an extrovert, to be social, to have friends, really just so that they can use it against me and have some way of controlling me. And then I joined the army, because if someone's gonna fucking call the shots on my life every fucking given hour, at least I'll get fucking paid to do it, you know what I mean? If I'm gonna be a slave, I ain't gonna do it for free. Well, technically slaves do it for free, but you know what I mean. Ain't nothing wrong being an indentured servant if you're into it. Me, no, I was practically bred for it. I don't know any other life, but I sure shit ain't going back to no 9 to 5, where somebody's gotta call me at every given hour, like, oh, are you gonna be available? So-and-so can't fucking come in. No, not really. But then as soon as you say no, you don't get calls, and then you get bumped off the schedule. Even though you've got people who won't show up for work. Make that make sense. I've only had a handful of decent jobs. Like, really, the last job I had before I started the apprenticeship, I worked for Pepper Palace, and I loved it. Loved that job. Had great bosses, great district managers and unit managers. Fantastic people. Love them. You had to be a certain... Like, it wasn't even that they, like, hired certain types of people. It's like they attracted the right kind of people to work there. I loved it. I miss it. God, I miss it. If I had to go back to a 9 to 5, it would be that one. That'd be the only exception to policy, because the hot sauce is so good. I love their sauce. There's so many people that do try to hire me, though. It's not that I can't find a job. I can find any job. I don't want just any job anymore. I've done delivery with UPS. I've done food service with Waffle House, Subway, and a catering job. And technically Dunkin', but I don't really talk about them too much because it was really just for a couple of months. And I said, fuck this. It's not worth the pay. Because I was a baker and I was at night shift, so I ain't got to deal with customers. I just baked the donuts and shit and then fucked off. Well, they wanted you to make a certain amount in a certain amount of time. You weren't allowed to go over, but you had to finish the job. And it was bi-weekly, but the bi-weekly was staggered to where the paycheck you got wasn't necessarily reflecting what you actually worked recently. It was some bullshit. I think she was shorting me on pay. So I said, fuck it, I'm leaving, I'm getting a different job. I've worked security on a military base, actually the base that I drilled on when I was in the Guard. So I pulled gate guard security for my own base. Subway, Waffle House, Dunkin' Donuts. I did a catering where we did food service. I did warehouse duty. I did serving, cleaning. I did everything in that motherfucker. The owner wasn't worth a damn, but my bosses were cool. I did a lot of stuff. Oh, my first job was actually at a tanning salon. That was only because it was a walk away from where I was living and my guardians wouldn't let me drive anywhere. Actually, I had to have the recruiter lie on my behalf to get me a license because my guardians kept yanking my chain about how I needed to log hours, which they actually did away with that during my time, but then they brought it back. But we went up there and I had brought my log and the lady was like, we haven't been doing that for a while. I looked at my sister dead in her face and she got so mad at me. She said, don't even say anything. And I'm like, why? Because I just caught you lying to me? After y'all made such a stink about when I lied to you? Wow. And I've been counting her hiccups ever since. That's the thing about me. You want to call me out on some bullshit? You want to call me some things and tell me I'm a shitty person? Cool. I'm going to see how shitty a person you are. Let's compare. Because most of the people who say that I suck, they're the ones who suck. I'm not saying that I'm a great person, though. I'm not. Just people do like me, though. I don't know why, but they do. So I'm just using statistics. Most people like me. So if you got a problem with me, you're probably the problem. Probably. I might be the problem sometimes because I know I can be a problem. But I know when I'm the fucking problem. Sometimes I wake up knowing that I'm just gonna be a problem. Okay? But most of the time I stay the fuck home and mind my business. I guess technically I've done janitorial too. But that was more of a side hustle, under the table payment and shit. I've done a lot. At the end of the day, it's just I probably could have done more. I probably could have already established a career path if I had just known sooner what I could do. But really, when we got out of the military, all of our outprocessing, they kept pushing CDL and cybersecurity. There was no American Legion there. There was no union, trade work, being promoted, nothing. Which is so crazy to me. I really feel like local unions should try and go to like expos and shit for military service members to tell them about opportunities for when they get out. I had to find this out. I had to find out about the union through I went to Project South to meet somebody from the Legion. They referred me to the Legion. I linked up with the Legion to meet with someone from the union. Like, thankfully, you know, I'm in, but I just feel like I could have already been like a third year by now. I've been out since 2019. I literally could have been a journeyman, even a master by now. Probably could have a house by now too, if I'm being honest. But it's just not in the cards, I guess. Better late than never, maybe, but I don't know. The world's always gonna need power, so it's not necessarily a job that AI can take over. We could probably use AI to like troubleshoot some things or calculate stuff, but like, you're not gonna get a robot to run wire through a fucking house properly. I don't think so. I don't think we're there yet. We don't even have flying cars yet. Not really. The rich probably do, but it's not the norm yet. We have self-driving cars for like the lower class people, but we don't have flying cars yet. I don't think robots are going to be doing jack shit anytime soon outside of calculating, retail, and like even the phone robots are getting better because now they're actually AI that can understand you, which I like. As someone who hates fucking being on the phone and dealing with the damn automated voice message, an AI, I'll take an AI over automated any goddamn day. Because I'm tired of that. I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Oh, you're about to get these hands, Sharon. You robot bitch. But, like, I even did an order, like, over the phone that was AI through, like, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Domino's Pizza. It was kind of cool, though. But then people started bitching about the drive-thru, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think we should do the drive-thru. I think AI should take the fucking phone orders all day, because I want to deal with in-house and present customers, and people who are going to show up, they can deal with the robot and then show up, and we'll get the orders situated. But drive-thru, we're already there. You're already present at the job. You just need to do the job. You're getting paid $15 an hour. Do your fucking job. But I hate answering the phone. If I'm going to cook food, I don't want to answer the phone. So I get that. I'm being on the other side of the counter, I understand some of that. Especially during the holidays for Waffle House, nah, make an AI do that shit. Because we already get swamped. And I almost got in trouble because I had to hang up on a bitch because I was in the middle of trying to take orders, be on the phone, call orders, and this bitch was on the phone like, well, I don't know what I want. I think I want this. What's the price of this? Bye. The fuck? I'm gonna deal with people who are already paying, and I'm getting fucking yelled at, be like, hey, I need this order, I need this. I'm like, somebody else talk to this bitch. She don't even know what she wants. I don't give a fuck. There's a reason why I ain't going back to just any job. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm a worker. I'm not here to deal with the customer, to talk around you, to try and help you figure out what you want. I sold hot sauce and I could do that all day. That's easy, because I know all the sauces. But trying to take an order, trying to do this, trying to do that, be like, oh, well, I need the... There are other people, lady. Get to the back of the line and tell me what you want by the time you get here. Like, what are we talking about here? I'm not making money trying to help you figure out what you're doing. I know that's a shitty thing to say, but when you're in a situation where you've got other shit you're trying to do and you got to sit there on the phone trying to figure out what the fuck she wants, no. Thankfully, though, a lot of that's going to be done away because everyone's got online ordering and DoorDash and all that good jazz. But you know, there's still some of the old-fashioned people who are still gonna try and call on the phone. I do it. I do it sometimes. Like when I'm ordering carry out, I'll call on the phone. I do have an app for my Domino's pizza when I'm fucking craving and being a fat ass, but most of the time I'm so old-fashioned, I'll just show up. I'm not even gonna call you. Like the VA today, they don't want to answer their phone. I'm getting in the truck and I'm showing up. Granted, it wasn't that they couldn't answer the phone. I just couldn't get through the damn menu because it literally has a paragraph per each fucking thing that you need to, like, oh, for this and this and this and this and this, here's one, and da 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 da, you can press 2, and da 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 da, press 3, and then you press 3, and da 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 da. I just need to talk to somebody about appointment. What the fuck? Shut up! Why? What's with this over-explaining nowadays? Shut up! Just give me a fucking person. Go to the operator, they send me back to the menu. What the fuck, bro? No! This is not why I'm here. So fuck it. If it becomes that much of a headache, I'm not gonna call nobody. I'm just show up. Or I just fucking, it's not important anymore. I've got something else to do. This is nice. The music's not too loud, I hope. And I can talk to y'all and carry on about shit that I've dealt with throughout the week. Tomorrow I go clean the bar and then debate on whether or not I'm going to go to karaoke. Friday I'll clean the bar and then the weekend will come, and as long as weather's good, I'm going to keep streaming. It'll be a couple of hours. I will either stream until the battery dies, or we'll stream until I don't feel like it, or normally I'll just stream until 5 or 6 o'clock when the sun starts going down and I start losing light. Excuse me. Been having a lot of dreams lately, though, of rejoining the military. Technically, the cutoff is at 35, but I'm on disability, so I technically can't go back. Now, if they bring back the draft and they have all the exceptions to policy because they need people to put a gun in the hand, that's a different story. I don't think we'll ever get to that. And even if we do, I'm not going to complain because I'm still going to get paid. But I keep having dreams about it. I miss it sometimes, but it's not a realistic goal to achieve anymore. I just can't do the PT test no more. I've done it, I've given it my all, it wasn't enough. So it's time to move on. I barely can see that. Oh, maybe like that. Oh. I'm out here in a swimsuit because it's hot, and also if the sun does start beating down on me, I'll get a tan. At least in all the spots that I want to get a tan at. Let's put the paint in the shade so it doesn't dry. That would be great. You'll know when it's about 3 o'clock because that's when it's going to start heating up. The hottest hours of the day are between 3 and 5, no matter where you are. I actually tested that theory every time I'm out of town, especially during the summertime. Hell, even when I went on a cruise and I was out on international waters, you know, between 3 and 5, it gets the hottest. God, I miss it. I loved going on a cruise. That shit was nice. Princess. Once you've had Princess, you don't want to settle for any of the other ones. I was pampered. That was wonderful. do need to start being more careful, though. It is getting warmer, which means the snakes are going to come back out, and I got to watch where I step. Most of the snakes we get, though, are just little garter snakes. Non-venomous. They try to act like they bad, though. They try. I do like that I get a little bit of traction at the beginning of the stream, though. That's pretty cool. I don't get this. I haven't gotten this much engagement from Twitch or any other. Like TikTok, yeah, when it was popping off and shit, pretty much a lot of people were blowing up. But then all that fake account bullshit started happening and view botting and all that crap. And it's hard to fucking determine whether or not your engagement is actual engagement or just someone trolling you. I'm too cheap to be trying to pay for views, so y'all know. And that's the thing. I've already made it clear that I'm never going to monetize any of my channels because that's just a whole bunch of bullshit I don't want to deal with. And plus, you don't get away with as much when you're monetized, I've noticed. When you're monetized, you get a big-ass fucking target on your back, and then they start harassing you about a bunch of bullshit and saying you can't say certain things since we're paying you. And it's just like it's almost like a whole agreement that if they're going to pay you, then you got to act a certain way now, because now you're representing. No, I'm good. I'll be an asshole for free instead of trying to be a pimp or princess for fucking however much I'd get, which isn't really much unless you've got a lot of subs and views. Which that's not the goal here. This is just to kill the time, and this is really just killing time. You know, when you ain't got nothing else to do, you just want to listen to somebody talk in the background, or if you just want to watch what I'm doing to get an idea of a craft later, or I don't know, whatever it is that you're, getting from this. That's all we're just killing time. I might be entertaining here and there, talking about something and making a joke, but we're just passing the fucking time. I got nothing else to do today. That's why I got time to do this. I don't have anywhere to be. I only have classes on Tuesday. I won't go back and clean until tomorrow. So I'm probably not. I don't know. It's gonna depend on if I'm in the mood after cleaning, if I wanna try and do another stream or not tomorrow. It's really gonna be if I am also in the mood to set all this shit up, and it's not hotter than dick balls, and I'm not already worn out from cleaning. Cause it's a fairly decent sized bar. I've already finished the flyers, so that's good. They might want me to do something else, make something else, and that's fine. I may update the other flyers I've made, give them a more newer touch now that I'm getting a little bit more familiar with the program that I use to make them. I just use Canva for free. I don't pay premium. Like maybe if that's something that takes off and I start getting paid to do that, then maybe I'll pay for premium to have more access to nicer media for flyers and shit, but it's not really an endeavor, it's not a goal. My goal is to get this apprenticeship over with, get the journeyman, make the money, have the career, get a fucking house, or get some land to build my own house. I don't really care at this point. It's kind of whatever happens first. Or the third option, find a really hot rich man and marry him so I can live in his house. I don't know. That third one's kind of a very rare, not really possible chance, though. I know what I look like. It ain't happening. You don't see all the hallmarks with bitches looking like me. No, it's just some girl who thinks she's average, but she's a 10. With a guy who thinks he's nothing, but he's a 10. I'm just an average girl, bitch. No, the fuck you're not. You were never average a day in your life. Who are you lying to? That's another thing. I hate it when pretty girls think they're ugly. No, you don't. You lying. You just want attention. Oh my god, pisses me off. Cause I look like a thumb. You out here being pretty and shit, thinking you're ooh girl bye. Hate that shit. Oh, fucking hell. We're almost through with the bottom. That way I can do the next row and not be hunched over. Oh, that hurt. I will say this weather's gotta fucking get its shit together because everything's still fucking hurting. Oh, I'm in pain. Oh. Let me get that angle right. Right about there, maybe. Right there. Oh no, my paint, it's in the sun. Oh well. Oh. Oh no. Vroom vroom. I can't tell if that's the damn music or if it's some jackass going down the fucking road. Because there are some people with really loud fucking mufflers. Or that really loud vroom vroom sound, and they're trying to make their truck sound like a sports car. It's fucking stupid. It's like, tell us you crave attention without telling us you crave attention. Because there's no other reason to sound loud as hell without wanting people to look at you. Like, that's literally it. They're lucky there's no sound ordinance, because that wouldn't fly if there was. Exhibit A. He didn't rev it this time, but he normally does. Punk ass. Wait. Oh. Hmm. Almost. He almost did the wom wom. See, I don't know if that's somebody's electricity spiking or if that's a rattlesnake's rattle. Either way, it doesn't sound good. As long as it's not in my yard, I don't want to worry about it. But, the neighbor's house is a brick house, so can't say we're going to be in too much trouble if it catches fire. It'll be mostly contained. Mostly. Yeah, y'all are alright right there. Fine. Damn gumballs. Here comes the sun shining down on me, burning my ass up, 'cause God hates me. birdies out, chirping, chirping away. That really fucking hurts. Well, it got hot enough and cold enough, so it's probably gonna storm soon. When my knee starts feeling this bad. It's been a couple of days. It started in my ankles. Yeah, it might be a bad one. It's brewing. Ugh, fuck. I need to put a brace on. Because that's fucking hurting. Finish this first. some reason I'm feeling pressure on my fucking knee. Force it to stop putting pressure on it. This wood sucks. Oh, that was a nice piece. Very nice. Got to keep the lid over the paint so A, it doesn't dry, and B, shit don't fall in it because I'm underneath a fucking tree. I'm getting kind of hungry. I don't know what time it is. It's probably getting to be that time though. It's been an hour, and we started at noon. Alright. Huh. Weird. I wonder. I could probably bring a stool out. Sit upright a little bit better. Because this is hurting me. My knee hurts. Yeah, that guy. I have no idea what the fuck that is, but I'm not about to go back in there and change it either. I did have my meal replacement a little bit early, so I guess that's why I'm a little hungry early. It's supposed to last me until 3. I should be okay though. I'm probably not going to be able to hold out for much longer. I think we'll just do hour-long streams and kind of go from there. Plus, this shit drains the fuck out of my phone battery, which is why I probably need to keep an eye on it. But there's still a lot of day left, and I really would like to make some progress with this. I think what I'll do is finish up this line. I don't really think I have it in me to finish up this line though. Oh, one. I don't know. My leg hurts. I don't want to get up on the fucking ladder, but I do need to finish that other side. Be done with it. Normally I last longer than this, but I don't know. Between the pain and everything that's going on, I'm having a hard time staying focused. Staying motivated to keep doing this. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna power through this. I'm gonna get color in what I've done, and I'm gonna call it for the day. Fucking go. Fuck ass lines. Trying to stay off that right leg. It's I unconsciously shift to it, and that's why it's always in a lot of fucking pain. Just constantly putting pressure on it. I've already done my meal prep for the week, so I ain't gotta fucking cook anything. Just gonna warm it up in the microwave. Hooray. Let's see if we can get this whole area. Yeah, maybe. No. Yeah, something like that. Oh, this is brutal. Snap, crack, pop. Man, getting old sucks. Oh, fuck. I don't want to walk around to get the damn ice chest just for 5 more fucking slats. Fuck off. Damn bugs. You know it's almost time to head in. I ain't dealing with all this. Bitch. Oh, I fucking got paint on the goddamn phone. Oh. Shit. Fuck. God. Yeah, it's time to go. We done. One more and we're done. The bugs are starting to bug me. More than I can fucking bear. I ain't dealing with that shit. That's gonna piss me off. Getting in my face. Trying to get up my nose. Fuck that. Yeah, we're done. Fuck this. Alright. Hold on a second. Let me put everything up. damn it. Well, shit. Alright, well, that's all I got from me today. I'm gonna eat and get off my legs, because I'm in pain. And also clean my phone, because I just got pain on it. Alright. Yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the show. I appreciate y'all coming out. I got a lot of good traction. Anything's better than a 0 in my book. That's all I'm good. I'm grateful for it. You know, it's hard to talk and do this dumb shit at the same time. I'm trying to fucking pack everything up. Yeah, my brain, I can't brain like that. Yo, this is I am being summoned. Anyways, alright, that's all for the day, folks. I appreciate y'all coming out. I appreciate y'all swinging by, chatting me up, and dropping a couple of likes. That's always appreciated. All the engagement is very appreciated and very important for anyone who actually wants to get by in this line of hobby. I'm not going to call it line of work, because I'm never going to get paid to do this stuff. This is something just for me it's an expensive hobby, you know what I mean? But, as you can see, for anyone who wants to come back and figure out what I'm doing, this is what we're going for. And I'll try to remember when I open stream, I'll try and show the porch first, so that everybody understands, like, the design that we're going for. And, yeah. Alright, crazies. I appreciate y'all coming out, and I appreciate y'all swinging by. And if you're watching the VOD and you made it all the way to the end, appreciate you. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good jazz. Because, you know, it just keeps the channel going. And, that's all for today, folks. See y'all on the next one, whenever that is. Y'all stay mad, y'all stay wild, always be real. And I'm going to tell you that I'm going to see you on the next one again, because that's normally how I goes. All right, crazies. Bye.